I'm gonna ask a question.
The people need to know, bro.
I think Rod knows where I'm going with this.
Hell yeah.
I know where you're going.
200
yeah.
meter dash. You come out, and then you end up getting third. But then later down that day, people found out you had COVID. So let's just set the record straight.
Or they think you capped about having COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Are
Did you have COVID?
Did you cap, bro?
Yeah.
Did you really have
I don't need
COVID,
to
bro?
cap.
Did you cap?
I don't need the cap. Where's my phone? I have, and we'll put this on the screen later. I actually have.
Yeah, we'll throw this up on the screen.
The COVID results of me catching COVID the day, 2 days after the 100 meters.
Really?
It's my test results.
So walk us through that process. I know people probably watch Sprint,
I just
but I
want
don't
to say
think they had it all the way.
that after Noah's 100, I did see Noah during that technical like
The in between
stage because we're both sponsored by Omega, and I was trying to get his watch.
Damn. What's wrong with me, bro?
Listen.
Talk to your agent.
Anyway, point being, I saw Noah during the window where he was sick, and man, you said you don't believe in luck, but shit, I was fucking lucky, man, because I didn't get COVID.
I was already wearing. That's why I'm so confused how I got COVID.
No, you won, and then remember we went to your room to go get the
to go get the watch.
Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, tell us.
I mean, like literally throughout the whole village, I'm wearing a mask and glasses and hat like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally hiding from people because people are literally constantly searching for me and trying to get me.
Oh, this is right after the Sprint series just dropped.
What is
the first season?
The first season of Sprint.
Yeah,
like
you
became like that global star. You, Gabby, I don't remember who all was in the first season, but y'all had like kind of blew up type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So the energy was high. Yeah, from Sprint, and the Olympic trials. But yeah, so everybody's like constantly looking for us, trying to take pictures with us and stuff like that. So I'm constantly like hiding. I'm in the back of the cafeteria. I'm going at odd hours in the day, just trying to find some peace and quiet. And me and Janelle are trying to swerve through people and just stay in secluded areas, rest up for the event. So I'm like, how the heck did I get COVID? Like, this doesn't make sense to me. And everybody knows that, you catch COVID and then you get the symptoms later on throughout the day. So that means I ran and became a 100-meter Olympic champion with COVID.
So,
yeah,
so you had, snap.
Yeah, he technically did have COVID.
You had COVID.
I had to
based
have
on the
COVID
science.
on the day.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you didn't think about that.
I didn't even think about that.
You would have had to have had COVID during that. It was like dormant. It would have been dormant.
Exactly.
Wow.
But yeah, so, it's Tuesday morning. I'm waking up at like 4 a.m. I'm super, like my throat is itching. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm sore, tender. I'm like, this is not normal running issues.
Yeah.
I'm calling like the doctors, the USATF doctors, everybody. I'm like, yo, like we need to get tested. Like I'm positive I have COVID. So we get everybody up. We go to the medical bay, the ARC, and they pull out this huge machine, the old COVID test. So they're sticking this long thing up my nose, and it's over here, hitting the back of my throat and whatnot. And I had to wait an hour and a half to get the results back. And I got the call, and I was like, "What you guys got?" And like, "Yeah, you got COVID." I'm like, golly. I'm like, so like, what's our options? Because this whole time I was thinking like, are they gonna even let me run? Like, is this even a possibility? And they said, as long as you don't have a fever, which you don't, and you seclude yourself, you can, go, you can compete. Yeah. I'm like, so we want to put you in isolation and we want to get you on the medication as fast as possible. So I've never taken the medication. Paxlovid, I think is what it's called. Yeah. First of all, I figured out that this thing is $1,500.
That's pretty expensive.
That's a lot of money.
You still got it?
Nah, I took it all. No, I took the money. I mean, I took not the money. I took the medication, and they said that it's like it'll work in about 5 days. Like it'll cut how long you have COVID in half. I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm like, dang, 5 days is still not enough time. But they said it'll help dial the symptoms back. So each day they're just, trying to get me up on as many vitamins and nutrition as possible. And we're just really hoping for the best. And throughout the whole process, the biggest issue was energy.
Mhm.
Like I would go into moments where I feel like I'm on top of the world, and then my energy would just plummet. And that's what was my biggest worry. So I go through the semifinals, and I'm worrying like I'm not going to be able to get through it. And somehow I get through the race, but I was so low energy. I didn't do much. Like I didn't do the Noah antics because I was like, I want to conserve all this energy. So then I get to the day of the finals, and I call my therapist, and we're like, you have to try and start at a high note, because if you start dropping in energy, let it be from a peak and not from a low point or a midpoint, because then you're just going to go below. And I'm like, okay, we're just going to say whatever happens, happens. If I don't have the energy, I don't have the energy. And if I need to die on that line, I'm going to die on that line. It's like, shoot, I don't know when the next time, we talk about this all the time. The U.S. team is the hardest team to make.
Yeah.
I might not get another chance to make another Olympic team. This might be my last chance. So I'm going to take that. So we, wear a mask, and we're separated from all of Team USA. I only had I had a doctor and I had one therapist work with me, and they were the only people who were allowed to come to, where I was besides my coach. And, I'm warming up and stuff like that. And, everybody wants to keep it hush and, doesn't want anybody to go into a panic. We get on the line, and, then you have the famous scene of me going out there with all in high energy.
Yeah.
And I think that's where everybody was confused.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Of course they were confused, because nobody's getting told anything. But at the same time, while I was going, out there, it reminded me of, one of my favorite gospel songs. And in the song, it's like, there's a praise on the inside that I can't keep to myself, a holler stirring up from the depths of my soul. So excuse me if I seem a little, crazy or maybe even strange, but praise is the way that I say thanks. So even though I might not win this race, even though I might crash on that line in that very moment, I still can thank God that I got out there and was able to run. And then the gun goes off, and I went blank. I don't know what happened after that gun went off. I just remember crossing the line, and I was like, I know I didn't win, but goodness gracious, what the heck was that? And for a little bit, I was okay, and I was walking around, and then my chest got super tight, and all of a sudden, I was struggling to breathe, and I was already using my inhaler, but, they wouldn't let the U.S. doctor come on to actually help me. So I was out there for 5 minutes just flailing on the ground.
We saw Mama Keisha trying to jump over the stands.
Yeah, my mom was in a panic.
Yeah,
and
your mom was not playing, bro.
And they take me underneath, and that's where it's on Sprint, where you see me in the wheelchair, and they taking me to that area. And for a while, I was down there for a while, and literally I remember being wheelchaired away, and here comes an Olympic official saying, "So you obstructed the piece before the race, and we're gonna fine you."
We already don't make much money
They
from.
said forget about him. They said forget
Yeah,
about him.
man.
staying
What are
away.
you fighting us? Come on.
So after that,
What did you do after?
yeah,
Because
I know what you're getting at.
They
You're
were
getting at
all-
why I went to the club.
they were. I mean,
No, I know, because
know,
we
he
paid
was
for
in
that
that
we
club.
decided we were
yeah,
gonna go out.
we decided we were gonna go
So
out.
the
but-
day that we decided that, I had tested negative.
Yeah.
I took the COVID test, and I knew that people were going to be like, oh, he didn't have COVID, yada, yada, yada. So I posted my negative test. And I think the real thing that messed up was that Team USA did not put out a statement
Yeah.
saying that we tested Noah, he tested positive, and that he didn't, we made sure that he was in a controlled environment, and we made sure we followed the laws to a T. There was no message from US OPC. And I'm like, wow, this is the moment where you guys come to defend your athlete.
they ain't do nothing for you. I can see how you felt slighted. But do
Yeah.
you see from the other perspective though?
Oh, 100%.
You was in the club.
Yeah. I was in the club having fun, celebrating my wins.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I understand it. I understand why they think it's fake, because they're always going to think it's fake. Because one, I'm American.
Yeah.
And two, I'm saying that I have this disease, and yet I compete better than you can ever imagine.
You heard it here
Ooh.
first.
That's a flex.
Spicy.
Yeah. So, of course, I get it. I get their side.
Hot takes. I mean, was there backlash though?
I think the biggest backlash was probably from Botswana.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
they just basically making fun of me
Yeah.
for a while. And again, I get it. I can understand why they think it's fake. I mean, nobody put out a statement.
Yeah.
And here they see me in a video of me in the club.
Was that
afterwards.
because of HIPAA? why they didn't put out a statement, or
They just threw me to the
they
dogs.
Hey, I was about to say it couldn't have been because they sent us a message basically saying
Yeah,
like
they did.
someone.
Yeah,
No,
they did.
that's not why.
Oh, okay.
They just threw me to the
I remember we
dogs.
got the text. It was like someone
Or Team
Tested-
USA, blah blah blah,
tested
tested positive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
was always like everyone was trying to figure out who it is. We couldn't figure it out.
And then we walk out to the track and see no that black ass N95.
Yeah.
Well, we figured it out then.
Great experience though. I mean, like you'll have this story for the rest of your life to tell.
Yeah, it's
Like
what's crazy is I
extremely
love
unique.
that medal now
Yeah,
because of how crazy of a situation it is.
it's